everybody, and welcome to 5-Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. I am Ashley, or AshleyRoboto, your guest host for this week. I will be taking over while Jesse is away. So let's just dive right in. Today in the news, it seems as though there could be a PS5 Slim in development, and that news comes to us because of Microsoft? You heard that right. In documents published as part of its legal battle with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, the company said it expects the new PS5 model to cost the same as the existing PS5 Digital Edition console, which is $100 less than the standard PS5. PlayStation, likewise, sells a less expensive Digital Edition for $399.99 and is expected to release a PlayStation 5 Slim later this year at the same reduced price point, Microsoft said. Some may say this speculation comes out of nowhere, but this is Microsoft and they've done their research, especially as this isn't the only piece of PlayStation tech they have noted in their documents. Additionally, within legal filings, Microsoft claimed Sony is also anticipated to release a handheld version of the PlayStation 5 later this year for under $300, which lines up with Project Q, which is the PlayStation portable streaming device that was officially announced back at the May PlayStation Showcase. So if Microsoft was correct about one new piece of PlayStation tech, could they be right about another? Possibly. Moreover, Microsoft's claims coincide with PS5 price promotions in Europe. Despite achieving record sales, the console has been significantly discounted in countries including the UK, Spain, Portugal, and France, leading to speculation that Sony could be looking to clear out old stock before reintroducing a new model. Speculation being the key word here, as the PS5 Slim is not the only PlayStation 5 variant that had its fair share of rumors. Looking at you, PS5 Pro. But with the current state of the PlayStation 5 sales being behind the PS4 and the release of Xbox's 1TB Xbox Series S, introducing a new PS5 model at a price point of the digital console would be a smart move. Really. I mean, gosh, the price of consoles nowadays is incredibly spicy, so we'll see. In the end, we'll just have to wait and see what PlayStation has in store for us. Speaking of Xbox, if you are looking forward to hearing any news about Banjo-Kazooie, you may not want to get your hopes up, and believe me, that hurts me to say. Despite the original N64 game being added to the Nintendo Switch Online store, and the Bear and the Bird duo being in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that might be all the new Banjo-Kazooie content that we have coming. In 2020, Xbox boss Phil Spencer said that any revivals of classic Rare franchises is up to Rare itself, but according to an interview with Video Games Chronicle, a group of Rare team members shared that they're not expecting a new game from their former studio anytime soon. Grant Kirkhope, composer for Yooka-Laylee and the Banjo-Kazooie series, shared, "I feel like you'd have to get a team with the humor that we had back then, and that's hard to replicate," he said. "I think Rare would be open to somebody if they found the right team, but I don't feel like that team exists. Also, I'm not convinced the audience is there either. I don't feel there are many Banjo fans out there." I am baffled. I'm here. I'm a Banjo fan and I would love to see more Banjo-Kazooie. I know I'm not alone. I know there's so many other Banjo-Kazooie fans out there. Like, I know that Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts did not get the reception that was the most glowing back in 2008, but I loved it, honestly. I know it's not the best Banjo-Kazooie game, but I still had fun, and I know some people did too. But, you know, it's great. It's a great series, and I know we also got a spiritual successor of sorts in Yooka-Laylee, but that also didn't perform to amazing numbers. I see how people can really interpret that as disinterest, but I feel like that's not the case. I feel like I, at least personally, would love a future kooky, colorful platformer. And all I can really say is, Rare, if you build it, I will buy it. I know I'm not alone there. And finally, in other news, it looks like the Just Cause mobile game has been discontinued by Square Enix before it even saw its full release. For those that may not remember, Just Cause Mobile was announced back at the Game Awards in 2020, and according to its Google Play listing, which is still live at the time of publishing, it was set to offer a story campaign, 30-person competitive multiplayer, and 4-player co-op missions. In a statement made by Square Enix's global brand lead on the Just Cause franchise, they shared, "It is with great sadness that we are announcing the end of development for Just Cause Mobile." Now, since there hasn't been an official reason behind the cancellation, you can say that it was just 'cause. I'm sorry, the joke was right there. It was right. It was just so easy to... I'm sorry. Now, the Just Cause mobile game was supposed to be released in 2021, but after several delays, it was finally supposed to come out this year. But for the most part, it doesn't seem like a major loss, as I feel like most Just Cause fans are just more excited for Just Cause 5 now. I know I am. And really, truly, it's not like people were banging down the doors of the Google Play Store to get their hands on the mobile game. As of 2022, Just Cause 5 was allegedly in development and seems to be in a pretty safe spot since it was one of the few IPs not sold to Embracer Group during the acquisition. Are you hoping to see some Just Cause 5 in the future? Let us know in the comments below. And there you have it for today's 5-minute gaming news. I have been your host for this week, Ashley or AshleyRoboto. If you enjoyed my vibe, I stream 4 days a week on Twitch, and I also post content here on YouTube, and you can find me as AshleyRoboto on both those platforms. But I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for more news.